It's number 3. An MOT is a yearly check that all vehicles over 3 years old have to make sure that they're safe to drive and not emitting too many harmful emissions. It's a really good idea to put a reminder in your calendar so you don't forget to get your vehicle checked over. You should get a new MOT check done in the last month that your MOT certificate is valid. It's number 2, the registered keeper of the vehicle. Every vehicle is registered to a person or company. That's the person that owns it. It's the person on the registration certificate, sometimes called a V5 or a logbook, that's responsible for paying the tax. The DVLA are definitely not going to cover your tax. It's number 4. You have to pay the first £500 of any insurance claim that you make. What this means is if you have an accident or need to make a claim for theft or fire, you have to pay the first £500 of the total bill. So if it's only a minor dink and the total bill is £400, you have to pay the whole £400. If it's a bit more serious and the total bill is, let's say, £1,000, you have to pay the first £500 and the insurance company will pick up the rest. A higher excess does give you a cheaper insurance price, but make sure that you can afford it just in case you do need to make a claim. It's number 1, an appropriate driving licence. To drive a car on the road in the UK, you only need 2 things, a driving licence and insurance. Breakdown cover and a handbook are very useful but not essential. Also, the UK is one of the very few countries where you don't need to keep your ID, driving licence or any other verification or documents on you while you're driving. So, although not essential, it's a good idea to be able to prove who you are while you're driving in case the police need to ask for it. Also, do note that some vehicles require a valid MOT certificate, but again, you don't need to keep that in the car with you. This one is number 2. Retake your theory and practical tests. In the first 2 years of you having a driving licence, you're only allowed to accrue 6 penalty points, which means if you go over that limit, your licence is revoked and you have to start again from square 1. After 2 years, you have an allocation of 12 points. You can get points for things like speeding, having bald tyres or running red lights. So if you look after your car and you drive properly, you shouldn't need to worry about getting penalty points. This one's number 3, third party only. And third party insurance means that if you have an accident and you crash into somebody, the insurance company is going to fully repair the car that you crashed into, but not your car. Third party fire and theft is similar, but they'll also cover fire and theft claims from your vehicle. Comprehensive cover means that if you're in an accident and you crash into somebody, they'll repair your car and repair the car that you crashed into. Personal injury cover is not a level of cover for vehicles, but it's usually included in at least comprehensive cover. It's number 2. A cover note is a document issued by your insurance company before you receive your insurance certificate. It's just a temporary document, but it covers everything that your normal insurance certificate covers, just for a limited time, usually a month. It's number 1. You need to notify the DVLA if you have certain medical conditions or if your health deteriorates once you passed your driving test. There is a comprehensive list of health conditions that you need to notify the DVLA about on gov.uk, but if you're not sure, give them a call and check just to make sure, or speak to your GP. It's number 2. You need to be at least 21 years old and have had a full license for at least 3 years. It's really useful and much more cost effective to combine practice with friends or family with lessons from a professional. Just one thing though, make sure you've got appropriate learner insurance before you go out driving. That's all.